Our very big story we've been following for the past 24 hours. Millions of undocumented immigrants in the United States have now been granted a reprieve. On Friday, U.S. President Obama signed an order to defer their deportation if they register with the government. Our White House correspondent Jessica Stone has been following this, of course. And Jessica, you're also looking at the impact to the U.S. economy this could have.
That's right, Phil. The White House estimates the president's executive actions on immigration would net the U.S. economy between an estimated $90 to $200 billion over the next 10 years. But remember, right now, this is only a temporary fix.
2 years after calling for immigration reform at this Las Vegas high school, U.S. President Barack Obama returned to defend signing portions of his plan into reality.
This action doesn't grant citizenship or the right to stay permanently or receive the same benefits that citizens receive. Only Congress can do that. All we're saying is we're not going to deport you and separate you from your kids.
But the move is only a reinterpretation of existing immigration law, not a new law. It defers deportation for 5 million undocumented immigrants in the United States and grants them legal work permits. The White House estimates a GDP increase of more than $90 billion over 10 years.
Illegal workers are less productive for a whole host of reasons, including the fact that employers underpay illegal Mexican workers by about 20% compared to other American workers.
But 2 years ago, when the president deferred deportation for some 1 million undocumented young adults who came to the U.S. illegally as children, only 40% were granted the status. Analysts also say the president's decision to expand visas for foreign entrepreneurs and spouses of high-skilled workers could also add to the U.S. economy, although less so.
Instead of having somebody who's a spouse just sort of stay at home and not work, they can be out there in the economy helping businesses grow and also increase their family's income, which will allow them to spend more money in the entire U.S. economy.
While Obama's solution has many immigrants celebrating, his Republican opposition is already spoiling for a potentially costly political showdown. Leaders have threatened to hold up the president's picks to lead government agencies, stonewall him on environmental regulations, and even pass legislation to undo his immigration actions.
This action also punishes those who've obeyed the law and have waited their turn. With this action, the president has chosen to deliberately sabotage any chance of enacting bipartisan reforms that he claims to seek.
Republican leaders have promised that shutting down the government as they did in 2013, costing the U.S. economy more than $2.5 million, is not on the table.
And Phil, it is important to emphasize that the president's unilateral action is only temporary, as are the economic benefits that go along with it. With a new law, a new Congress, a new president, these are all steps that some view as progress, but they could completely wipe out that progress, making it critical that the U.S. Congress itself pass a permanent law that addresses the plight of these workers and a host of other issues around the nation's immigration policy. Phil?
Jessica Stone there in our newsroom in Washington. Thank you very much.